We on?
Yep, we're good.
Robin Sim Show. Tom, you there?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How you doing, brother?
Doing all right. How you guys doing?
Good, good.
Good.
Very good.
We're back on live with Tom Zawacki. How long have you been performing for, dude?
I've been doing stand-up for 5 or so years now, maybe a little more.
Wow.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, I was checking you out earlier. The stand-up reel from your website, the lady with the dog and the plunger bit were
Oh, the plunger
were
was good.
amazing,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep.
Oh, great. Thanks, man.
I even like the the girls that wear pink at 30. That was funny too.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, those were all true things. I get that would not be attractive.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask you, like, how do you come up with your material?
I mean, usually what I'll do is throughout the week, if something funny happens, I'll do like a quick like voice memo on it, or just like write down a note in my phone.
Nice.
And then on Saturdays is usually like my one day a week when I'm working to get to go to open mics. So I'll just sit there, look at all my notes from the week, try to write like 5 new minutes, and then there's like an open mic near my house where I could do 10 minutes. So it'll be like half old stuff, half stuff I wrote that day.
Wow. How often do you come up with like new stuff? Like once a week?
Well, like right now I'm not working, so I can go to open mic whenever I want. But I have a crazy day job that's like 12 hours a day, so I
wow.
can't go to open mics during the week because by the time I
Wow.
get home I'm just exhausted.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically I try to validate that one day a week of going to open mics by trying to write like 5 minutes as opposed to like writing one joke.
So
Wow.
is stand-up more of like a hobby for you, or do you plan on bringing it somewhere?
Is it just
I
really
mean, I
hard?
plan on doing something, but it's weird. 5 years in is a weird time. It's long enough that I'm confident to say that I'm good at it, but not long enough for anybody to give a shit.
Wow.
It's a weird
That's
amount of time.
crazy, man. Yeah, I would say you're a
It's like a
veteran.
limbo.
Like,
You're in limbo
wow.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so hopefully something happens. But yeah, so it's more than a hobby. It's just nobody else knows that yet.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wow. Have you performed with any big names? Like opened?
I mean, not really. There's a bunch of people who'll be like, I opened for Dave Chappelle because they were at an open mic, and then Dave Chappelle dropped in. But going along with the fact that nobody really knows who I am, no, I haven't like opened for anybody like big yet. I've done shows that, you know, like Eliza Schlesinger has headlined, but I haven't like opened for her.
Yeah.
Things like-
I was curious,
Yeah.
if one of your jokes bombs one night, do you drop that joke immediately, or do you try to rewrite it, or do you give it like more times? Like, is there a certain amount of times that joke has to bomb before you drop it?
I usually won't drop it after like doing it once. And usually when I write the joke, I'll either be like, this is going to work. And if it doesn't work that first time, I just chalk it up to like a shitty open mic crowd.
Yeah.
And if I'm confident it's going to work, I'll just keep doing it. But if I'm like, I don't know if this is a good joke or not, if I do it like 5 times and it just gets no laughs, I'm like, yeah, it's probably not a good joke.
Well, yeah, open mic crowds are pretty shitty, I think, man. Like any open mic I've ever gone to, it's like they're so quick to just boo everybody and that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, nobody gives a shit because it's all just other comics and they're just pissed because they're not on stage yet. Some of them are just disrespectful and they'll like bring their laptop and just work on their jokes while you're going.
They're
like
writing
to
down
show
your
up.
jokes, not to tell
Yeah, that's
them.
what I was gonna say. Do you ever wonder that, like, worry people are stealing your jokes? Like,
Yeah.
you're sitting there with laptops.
I mean, I hope not. I try to write very specific jokes, I don't say unique, but every once in a while I'll write a joke and I'll kind of be like, well, somebody else probably has this joke or this premise, so I'll just drop it. You know, that's the biggest fear. You stole my joke. It's like, all right, we both have the same premise, but I won't even do it. So if somebody else had that plunger joke, it'd be like, all right, it's a pretty specific joke. You probably stole it from this guy Tom. And
Yeah.
that's why you put your shit on YouTube whenever you can. And like time, like stamp it. Like, see, I did this joke on this day. Put it up on YouTube. You know.
Do you really have a wheelchair in your house?
I don't anymore. About a year ago, I got a much nicer apartment. I had to take it over. But that was a real thing. It was a real
Nice.
thing. When I first moved to LA, me and my roommate lived next to like an old folks home, and there was like an old wheelchair that they were throwing out. I think our dumpsters were like next to each other, and it worked enough. And it literally was like, we just need chairs and places to sit. And then we just kept it because it became fun, and now I'm really good at like doing the wheelchair balance and whatnot.
That's great.
I had an old roommate with a wheelchair in his house.
We need one on
Yeah,
the
man.
show. I kind of want that now.
Extra chairs.
The
It's
end
fun.
table.
Yeah, you're
The
ready
end
to get
chair.
drunk, and then they fall over. It's not gonna be fun. Unless you need the wheelchair, then it's just forte.
That should be your gimmick, Pete. The wheelchair intern.
Oh shit.
We get you a peg leg too. Have you ever tried to get into acting, Tom? Since you're out there in L.A.
It's weird. So I've been in LA like 8-ish years or so,
Wow.
and I never gave a shit about acting. I didn't even give a shit about stand-up when I first moved here. I didn't start doing stand-up until like a year later. And I never wanted to act. I'm not good at it. I know that I'm bad at it. I could be comfortable on camera. I possess that skill. Where they're like, we're going to record you and just be yourself. I'm like, yeah, I could do that. But if you're like, look afraid, I can't look afraid. But even with all of that, I got a commercial agent, like, I don't know, 6 months ago, because I have a unique enough look that, I don't know, you could get a job looking unique, not being like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy from the Midwest. So, hoping to get, that big national commercial money just for having my weird, ambiguously ethnic face.
I like the hair, bro.
Yeah, you do got some
Thank
sweet
you.
hair.
Yeah, dude. Fucking rocks.
It's at a little medium stage right now, but, some funny shit.
I liked you did a reel on there that was like just like little skits. Those are cool. Do you still do?
Yeah, those are some web videos I was
Right.
in. I don't think they're that funny, but again, with the agent hunt that I did, this lady was like, well, you need to show that you've been in shit, whether it's good or not. And those were like the two things I had. They were in HD. I had a bunch of shit that wasn't HD. She's like, well, it's 2015. You don't want to show anybody something that's not HD. So,
I don't want to be in HD. I don't look that good in standard definition.
yeah. Well, it was just like old shit from college in like 2003. It's like, oh, well,
Grainy.
he wasn't on our phones then.
Somebody had fucking one of those old school cameras with the VHS tape in it.
Mini DV. Mini
Yeah.
DV.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! You had to step up,
Yep.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Big
VHS
time,
adapter.
Oh goddamn!
Jesus.
Oh, man. Have you ever gotten in an altercation over a joke you told?
No, I've never had like anybody be like offended or anything. I'm not super edgy. I mean, you saw some of my stuff. I mostly just complain about shit that bugs me. So people either agree with it or not. I don't have like, racial jokes or, I don't like bash on women
No.
with pink socks. Nobody's ever really gotten upset. I've had people not laugh all the time, and then you gotta roll with that. But no, I've never gotten in a fight. But it is funny. I've seen friends like have somebody in the audience get offended, and they're not at the level to be okay handling that. Just watching their downfall is kind of fun. But no, not me personally.
That's cool. Have you ever had a heckler really coming at you?
Not like I've definitely had hecklers, but not maybe like what you would think like a movie heckler is, where they're like, "Boo, you suck." It's mostly like drunk women because they get drunk and they're just like they're drunk and they're hot and they're used to being able to do whatever they want,
Oh.
but they don't understand. Like I'm literally on a stage, I'm elevated from you. There's lights on me and my voice is emanating from the walls. I'm the one who should be speaking, but they're just like, "No. You don't get it." I'm like, I do get it. Stop talking. You're hot. Nobody cares. So it's like that. And you just have to deal with hot women that don't understand why they can't be the center of attention when they're in an audience.
Yeah.
It's mostly that. And it's fun. It's fun dealing with them because I'll compliment them every few sentences. Be like, "No, I get it. You're super hot, but you're really annoying, so you got to stop talking." He complimented me, and that's all I'm going to hear.
Yeah, that's all they want to hear.
That's all I want to hear. He said I was pretty.
Oh my god!
I wanted to ask you too. Was that vandalism on Twitter? Was that really yours?
John Wick? Oh, fuck yeah.
That's fucking awesome. I love that.
That movie's awesome. Have you guys seen that movie?
It was an Airwick air freshener, and he wrote John over the word air, so it says John Wick.
It was super dumb vandalism. But...
It's great,
Have you guys
dude.
seen that movie?
No,
I haven't. That's
That's
with
a
Nicolas
good
Cage, right?
No.
Oh no, I
that's
thought it was
fucking
Nicolas.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu
man.
Reeves.
There
Okay.
he is.
Dude, it's
Keanu.
the one.
It looks like garbage. I get it. It looks like it's not going to be good.
No, it was a good
I watched
action
it on a
movie.
whim. The girl I was dating at the time made a joke, like, "You want to watch John Wick?" And I was like, "Kind
John
of." And then we watched it, and we both loved it. She loved it too. She bought me a Blu-ray. It's badass. It's like
It's a-
75% like just action scenes.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
have
it's
to
a good
And
watch.
then
movie.
Keanu being Keanu.
I just saw it too in your pictures.
Being
There's
emotional.
I see a bottle opener that Slim really needs to buy.
Oh, I'm sure that's offensive. I'm sure.
What is it? Oh, is it the Dick and Balls?
Yes.
I already have a bottle opener that's like somebody gave me a kangaroo nut.
He does.
Oh yeah.
They're real kangaroo nuts.
The cat likes to fucking lick them
It's
sometimes.
sadly not my bottle opener.
Shit.
My buddy's. But yeah.
We'll have to post pictures of
Still
the
pretty
kangaroo
sweet.
nuts.
Yeah.
I still got that.
It
video
was
on my
fun
phone.
watching every drunk girl at the party grab it to open their beer, but even the drunk girl can't resist like doing some sort of like jerk off or blowjob with it.
Of course.
So I was like, we're all pretty even. There's a dick there. We're gonna laugh at it. We're all like 30. I get it. So, good times.
Can you talk about your regular job? What you do?
Oh, so I'm a set dresser for TV shows mostly.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a classic LA guy job. I just got done working on this new Netflix show that like Judd Apatow is doing called Love. I think it'll be up in January. You could see my name in the credits and my
Nice.
face nowhere. Love on Netflix.
What's a set dresser do?
I dress a set. No. So if you think about like the room you're in, if they were to build that on a stage, construction would build the walls,
Wow.
and put in the flooring, and the paint department would paint the walls, and then set dressing would do literally everything else.
Like
Every bit of furniture,
furniture.
microphones, all the things that make it look lived in, like people actually occupy the space.
That's cool.
That's what the set dressing department does.
Sweet.
Do you get to stick around and like meet some of the actors, or do they just like after you're done they're like get out of here?
No, I mean, we're around. Like, before this show, I did a show called Parks and Recreation for like 4 seasons.
Oh, that's a good show.
That's a great show. I've heard. I've
Yeah,
never
it's
seen
a
it,
good
but
show.
Do you ever
And
see
everybody
that?
on that show is super cool.
I've always wanted to
so
see
we-
Aziz Ansari. He's fucking hysterical.
Aziz is really good. He's one of those dudes who's like very quiet. Like, I feel like I'm kind of that way. Like, you see him and you're like, but you're funny. Why are you being quiet? It's like, well, he's just walking around. Like,
Yeah.
he's not always on. He's not like a, I don't know, Robin Williams type.
Oh,
But no, all those actors were very cool. Everybody was very approachable. There was one time, right after Guardians of the Galaxy came out, Chris Pratt was getting wired up, I don't know, maybe like 20, 25 feet away from me, and I was talking to one of the other set dressers about Game of Thrones. And just he goes, "Are you guys talking Game of Thrones? Hold on." And then ran over to talk about Game of Thrones. And it's not like that was super uncommon, but Guardians has like just come out.
Yeah.
And it just became like the biggest it thing on the planet.
Yeah.
It's just totally
Exploded.
same old dude.
I thought he was
let's
on that.
talk about Game of Thrones. So yeah, everybody's very cool.
that's cool. 'Cause, yeah, I didn't know who he was, and I was asking a buddy at work, JR, about it, and he said he was on the Parks and Recreation show. Chris Pratt.
Yeah, because he was fat on that show. He had to get all buff.
So you had to use the
He
extra
was like the funny
cables to
fat
lift
guy.
his ass
So
up.
they had to get buff. Nice guy. Could not have happened to a nicer dude.
Nice. I actually saw an interview with him. I think it was on a DJ Who Kid show on
Oh,
XM,
I saw that, yeah.
where he rapped the whole Eminem song. I saw. It was fucking cool.
That's impressive. I could not do that. I do not possess rap skills. I barely possess this skill.
The speaking.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm probably a better set dresser than I am a comedian.
Was
It
a
goes set dresser, comedian, rap, or
You could rap while you're dressed in this set.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
I do. Because
Really?
everybody I work with is like 25 years older than me.
Right.
So anything that I think is funny, they won't think it's funny, or they're just like old and they're racist and they're homophobic. So I just
Oh.
do dumb shit all day just because it's fun. Because they're not going to think any of it's funny anyway. So I'll
Oh,
just
you
make
gotta
songs
roll in there just
about
fucking...
them. Yeah, it's a good time.
Oh, that must be the most amazing thing ever. I would actually love to get that on fucking video.
Yeah.
Just roll in there and just fucking start dropping, just dropping like all sorts of fucking modern shit, and they're just like, back in the 50s, you never talked about queers.
It's more like I'll it'll be a day after Parks and Rec had aired, and they're like, "Oh, that show's just so not funny." But did you see Big Bang this week? And they love Big Bang Theory.
What?
Oh.
So
Let me-
I
let-
hate
we
the
don't
Big
do
Let
Bang
me
Theory.
I hate it too.
Let me
hate
honestly tell you, I cannot watch that fucking show.
I tried.
I consider myself a nerd.
Yeah.
And anyone, legitimately, I am legitimately a nerd. I own D&D books and all. I have my fucking street cred. But that
it's not
show's
a show
not fucking
for nerds.
funny.
No.
It's a show about nerds,
Yeah.
kinda, but it's not a show like for nerds.
It's like
Like I feel
people.
like Community is a show for nerds, even
Yeah.
though it's not about nerds.
Exactly, and I love Community. You know what? Fucking
Great.
Big Bang Theory is? It's the fucking fishbowl for people who want to be nerds.
I tried watching.
But-
I couldn't fucking watch it, dude.
Can't be and have to have like that connection somehow.
Yeah.
So like,
Like
Big
something.
Bang is like that fucking fishbowl, and everybody else is outside watching, going, "Yeah, these guys are nerds. I can relate to them." No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
nothing like that. You fucking assholes.
I couldn't fucking figure it out. I couldn't relate to it. It was fucking
the
weird.
characters are all awkward, and it's just.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
My, my ex-girlfriend, my cunt ex-girlfriend used to fucking love that.
He's got to correct it. He's
Yeah.
Let me add cunt to the
Not
front
my
of that.
regular ex, my cunt of an ex.
My cunt of an ex.
Well, yeah, you have to throw that descriptor in there.
The
It's
meth
like,
head?
it's just that every joke
No,
is
no, no.
predictable, that it's not good comedy.
Yeah.
Like every joke. 'Cause I'll be flipping through, and I'm like, all right, I'll give it a minute.
Yeah.
Let me see if this is garbage, as everybody says it is.
No.
I give it like 3 minutes. Oh, it's a big pile of garbage. And then you move on.
And you know what's
And then
even worse is like sometimes you can turn shows on like that and are like, oh, she's hot, and it's not even like that in Big Bang Theory. None of them are hot.
No, her hotness is outweighed by how bad the comedy is. It's
Exactly.
not bad enough to
I'm
draw
so
in.
glad somebody else realizes this.
I do like the one character, I guess the main character with the glasses. He was in a movie, Suicide Kings, with Christopher Walken, and he was great in that fucking movie. He was a funny character, but I don't like
He
him
was
in
the
that
boyfriend
show.
on Roseanne, too.
I have a super LA
Oh,
story
I
about
know who
that.
that
I was
is.
at a chiropractor, and then he walked into the waiting room because I guess he was seeing the same chiropractor as me.
Right.
He was like super drunk and hungover, and just he had like a beard and like a cigarette. And I was like, "You're the sweet, nerdy, nice guy," but he was just like, "I'm here to see Dr. Ron." It was so funny. I was like, $1 billion. Why do you look so unhappy? Very LA. Very LA story.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, good time.
I was gonna ask you, have you always wanted to be a stand-up?
It was one of those like weird things as like a kid, you know, when you're like, I want to be a fireman or an astronaut. Like one of my first things was, I want to be a comedian. But you're a dumb kid, and then you move on. And I went to like art school for film, so I originally moved to LA to like become like a filmmaker. And after a year of being a PA on reality shows and hating my life, I wanted to do something creative because I would just like go to work and come home and make no money. And I shared a 1-bedroom in Reseda in the Deep Valley with a guy. It was awful. And I had a bunch of friends who would make short films on the weekend. But the last thing you want to do after working for like no money as a PA for 12 hours, 60 hours a week is on the weekend work for free, basically doing the same thing. So I was like, what is something I could do that's creative, but I could also do by myself? I was like, oh, there's that stand-up thing I kind of always wanted to try.
Yeah.
Why don't I give that a try? And
Nice.
I loved it, and I you know, like it way more than filmmaking now. It was a weird thing.
That's cool.
So
What
that's my
up?
little story.
Nice. I forget what I was going to ask. I'm out of it.
I'm like, too hard. I'll just tell Jess.
Yeah, at least you're doing something for yourself, though, man. Might as well.
Yeah, and it's like instant. It's like you make a film, it takes like a year, and then it's out there and it's over in like a second.
Yeah.
All right, they do a set, it's like however long, and then I'm done, and I'll do another one. Like it's, you know, it's not like a whole year waiting just to find out if somebody's gonna laugh.
Yeah, that's what's great about like doing this too is that we do it every week. So it's like a full show, full hour show out every week.
Yeah, good times.
Where can everybody find you?
There's my website, tomzawacki.com. There's the Twitter. I think it's at @TheWackyTom. I got
Yes.
like 500 followers. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, those are the two places. Or you can call me. I'll give you my phone number. We could just chat about life. If you have
Pete will call you later. You need
I gave Pete's cell phone number out once on the show. Have you ever gotten any calls, Pete?
No.
Fuck. I gotta do it again.
No, I did get a call from a some fake ass, one of those like scams that was trying to get me to give them my credit card number.
They watched the show.
The Prince of Belize died and left you his inheritance of 5 rupees.
Shit like
And
that.
you just need to give him your social security number.
You didn't get your fucking lottery winnings of 200 shekels?
That's a call you probably would have got anyway.
His 300 the balloons.
The Nigerian prince wants you.
You're the heir, Pete. The Sultan.
All that shit.
All right, Tom, we're going to let you go, brother. But it was great talking to you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks for having me on, guys.
No problem. Thanks for coming on.
I would drive.
Bye, brother.
See,
What are you laughing at?
I don't even know.
I was just saying I would drive the fucking economy into the ground.
That's the new Sultan of Swing.